We are live from Warrior Field in Lutz, Florida on a humid 87-degree evening. It's Friday Night Lights as your Steinbrenner Warriors hosting the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. And Steinbrenner has deferred to the second half, so the Warriors to kick off to the visiting Crusaders. The Warriors check in at 2-4. And Tampa Catholic at 3-2 on the season. So the Warriors set to kick off. The toe hits the pigskin. This is a high kick towards the right sideline, giving chase and getting taken out of bounds. Was the return man, D'Angelo Taylor, goes by DJ down on the field. Makes the grab around the 36-yard line. This will be first down and 10 for Tampa Catholic. The offense takes the field. And they are led by quarterback Dylan McCain. The Crusaders line up in the shotgun, a handoff up the middle of the field. He breaks a tackle, still on his feet, throws down a defender, and he's off to the races down the right side. He's got one man to beat, and he finally gets taken out of bounds. Big run by Jalen Bussey. And it gets inside the 10 to around the 7-yard line. And Tampa Catholic in the red zone off the first play against this Warrior defense here on the campus of Steinbrenner High School. Just had one man to beat down that right sideline, gets pushed out of bounds, and it's first down and goal for Tampa Catholic, the second play into their drive. It started on their own 36. And off to Bussey. And gets taken down around the 5. We have a fumble down on the field. And it looks like Steinbrenner recovers. The Warriors have recovered the football around the 5-yard line. And it's Jose Batista who comes away with the fumble recovery. A huge turn of events inside the red zone. This Steinbrenner defense holding up. And will give way to the offense now on the field. The Warriors led by quarterback Hayden Carlson. Hayden Carlson in his junior year, 6'3", 190. It's actually Chase Jackson starting at the quarterback position. And Jackson gives way to a handoff, but not really going anywhere. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like Deion Silas with his first touch of the game. He is a prolific runner in that Steinbrenner offense. And again, and looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Warriors. Jackson works from the gun. Two receivers on the right side, one to the left. Silas in the slot position. This one's a handoff. Still on his feet, but not going to get much out of the backfield with Silas on that handoff. Maybe got a yard or two. And they'll move the spot of the ball near the chain gang a couple of yards. So it's going to be third down and long for the Warriors. Looking to capitalize on a turnover early by the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got a running back in Silas to his left. Receiver on the left side. Two to the right. Jackson from the gun. 10:54 to play. In the first quarter, handoff to Silas. Beats a man around the left corner. He's comes close to the line to gain, and he gets it. That'll move the chains. A nice gain there. No, actually, they'll move. Looks like he's just short. Nope, they're going to eventually move it. The official on the far side. Looked like he was just in front of the chains and then told the chain gang to move it right at the last second. First down and 10 for the Warriors. And that right there is the prolific playmaking ability by Deion Silas in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Jackson. Throws right side, hits a receiver over the middle of the field. A nice slant. That's going to be enough for a first down. And on the catch And that looks like Thompson Stevens makes the grab over the middle of the field. So back-to-back first downs for the Steinbrenner Warriors. They're in business as they're approaching midfield. Jackson looks over to the sideline along with the rest of the offensive unit for the play call. And Jackson works from the gun. Three-step drop, looking, throwing left side. He's got a receiver over, shoots the intended receiver. Aiden Benner out on the field. He overshot him. Aiden Benner, one of the playmakers on this offensive unit receiving-wise. He's done a lot of kick returns. Had that injury earlier in the year, but he's back on the field today. So the incompletion sets up second down with 9:57 to play here in the first quarter at Warrior Field. Jackson relays the play call to the line, and he'll work from the gun. Silas to his left, wide receiver to the left side. That's Aiden Bitter. And it's a quarterback keeper here. Jackson lost his footing, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage around the 30-yard line. Looks about a yard short of the 30. That's going to bring up fourth down. And there is a penalty marker down on the field. And this one's going against Tampa Catholic. So it'll reset at second down instead of going to fourth down. Or second down for the Warriors, that is. A handoff here to Silas. The ball is fumbled. And coming up with the football was Silas, as there were a couple of Crusaders converging around him, but Silas got to that ball. Ball goes back to the original line of scrimmage at the start of this set of downs. It's third down and 10 for the Warriors. They're on their own 29-yard line. Chase Jackson looks over to the sideline for the play call. Does the rest of the offensive unit. And Jackson works from the gun. 3 wideouts to the right side, 1 to the left. Back to pass. Jackson looking. He's going to take off. No, he stops, throws it down the sideline. It's a receiver just inside the sideline. And that's John Mallon, a running back out of the backfield to make that catch. And the Warriors with another first down right at midfield at the 50-yard line. Chase Jackson looking poised from behind that line of scrimmage. Jackson again working from the gun. 8:56 and counting to go. He looks over to the sideline for the play call. Aiden Bitter, the wide out to the left side. 2 receivers up top for the Warriors. There's a handoff here over the middle. That is Jonathan Mallon. Look at him go. He makes up a huge gain inside the 40 to around the 37-yard line. In about 12, and it's going to be another first down for the Warriors. They continue to have success on this offensive drive. Just started back inside the 5 due to the Tampa Catholic fumble as we're under 8:30 to play in the first quarter. And a handoff to Mallon over the middle of the field, and he just falls forward, kind of that LeGarrette Blount type running. And he gets to about a 4-yard gain on the play to the 35, 34-yard line. Don't exactly have hash marks on the field. It's now second down for the Warriors. Silas in motion over the right side. It's a screen pass. Overshoots Silas. Jackson does on the throw towards the sideline. Ball's incomplete, and it brings up a third down. So third down for the Warriors. Another big play upcoming to keep this drive alive. So we are at 7:55 with that incompletion stopping the clock. Jackson works from the gun. Receiver on the left side, 2 to the right. And off to Silas. No, it's a quarterback keeper. Even fooled me up here. Great deception. Goes over to the right side. And it looks like he's just a few yards short of picking up that first down. Fourth down and short, 7:37 and counting to go. And we'll see what Coach Perez wants to do here on a fourth down and short. It looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. This will be a huge
He needs to make his decision, Tim Tebow style and go.
Call here early. Jackson under center, two backs in the backfield. Two wide receivers left side. Hand off here. It's going to be close to the line to gain. We'll see. So Mallon got close. But it looks like it's a turnover on down, so the Warriors don't come away with any points on that drive. 7:05 to play, and it will be first down for Tampa Catholic. But you have to like how the Warriors offense has operated thus far on their first drive against a Tampa Catholic team who's no easy foe. A first down and 10 for Tampa Catholic. Like they're on their own 30-yard line. It's a jet sweep over to the right side. Handoff, it's Bussey on the carry, and he gets a couple of, actually a bit more than that. See where they mark it. A 5-yard gain down on the field. We got 6:50 left to play here in the opening quarter. Second down at 5, cut that first down yardage right in half. McCain, the quarterback from the gun, running back to his right side, one wide receiver, and it's a handoff here to Bussey. He gets eaten up in the backfield, taken down. A big play for this Warrior defense. Ryan Bazzari on the tackle, and that's a huge momentum shifter if you putting him back here at a third down and reasonably long. The Steinbrenner defense looking for another big stop. On a first down and goal, they were able to recover a fumble inside the 5, which led to a long drive, only to be stopped by about 2 yards on a fourth down attempt inside the 35. Back to pass McCain. He's in trouble. He's taken down in the backfield around the 25. What a great play. Sam Clark with a sack in the backfield. And it's 5:30 to play here in the fourth quarter, or in the first quarter of play. Fourth down, and on comes the punt team. Five and change to play in the opening quarter. Anthony Federico on the punt. This one bounces over the 50 and will roll a little bit towards the 50-yard line. It'll be at the 46, it looks like. They'll mark it down the Warriors' own 46. Short field position here for the Steinbrenner Warriors. They'll take over, and we'll pause just for a second here on the GSHS Sports Network.
We'd like to recognize our sponsors this year for
Back here at Warrior Field, 5:03 to play in the opening quarter, and it's the Steinbrenner Warriors on their own 46. Jackson looks over to the sideline for the play call. Working from the gun. Two backs either side of Jackson, two receivers left side, one to the right. Jackson, three-step drop, looking, throws, right side. The left side hits Deion Salas down the sideline. He gets pushed out of bounds, but not before a big gain, and that was Caleb Tate who pushed him out of bounds. There is a flag, however. And we'll see who this penalty is on. And it's a face mask against the offense, probably illegal hands to the face down on the field. And so this is going to push Steinbrenner back after a big play to Deion Silas. He's a playmaker down on that field. When you give him the ball, things do happen. And he's exciting. This almost packed house on the Warriors side of the stands. And Tampa Catholic did have a good showing as well on the visiting side. So first down, and we'll call it extremely long for the Warriors. Ball is back on their own 25-yard line. Jackson works from the gun. 4:30 to play. Over the middle of the field, hits a slant. Beautiful route and gets about 5 yards short of the original line of scrimmage up to the 40-yard line. And Jet Law with the reception. And he got taken down by Tyler Burks over the middle of the field.
Second down at about 15.
So we're looking at 2nd and 15 for the Warriors on their own 40-yard line. They have to get up to the 45 of the Crusaders, pick up a first down. Looking for another one of those plays. Chase Jackson looking poised. Hand off to Silas, and Tampa Catholic knew that ball was coming to him right away because they sniffed it out immediately and hit him in the backfield. So it's going to be 3rd down. Mikey Gonzalez came up with a stop, and Deion Silas on that carry. So 3rd down for the Warriors. About 17 to go. Chase Jackson looks over to the sideline for the play call. He works from the gun. Running back to his left. 2 wide receivers the left side, 1 to the right. Man in motion, that's Jonathan Mallon. Screen over the left side, and a big gain there on 3rd down, but not enough as that gets the 4th down about the 47-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. This could help the Warriors. And we'll see what the call is down the field. We don't want to speculate until we see. It was a personal foul against the defense, and that's going to be another Warriors first down. That is a huge mishap by this Tampa Catholic defense. And the Warriors, here with 3:07 to play in the opening quarter of a scoreless game, are about the same spot they were last time when they turn over on downs in Crusader territory. Ball looks to be on the 36-yard line. First down and 10 for the Warriors. Jackson under center. Receiver on each side for the Warriors. Running back in the backfield is Deion Silas. He gets the hand up, bounces off the offensive line, but then gets tackled. Taken down on the play. It was Isaiah Jordan on the tackle. So 2nd down, about 12 in the backfield. And the Warriors look over to the side for the play call. 2nd down and long, and looks like they drew an offsides here as the flag comes out. At hard count for the Warriors, drawing a Catholic player offsides. And that's a big gain for Steinbrenner on essentially out of play. It changes things immensely as now you're not looking at a 2nd down and as long. It's cutting that first down yardage in half. This ball's about at the 32-yard line. And Jackson will be under center. 2 running backs in the backfield. Wide receiver to the right side and 1 out to the left. Option pitch to the right side. Deion Silas trying to find a block, but he gets taken down around the original line of scrimmage. as it's a huge loss on this play. Brings it to about a 3rd down and 10 coming up for the Warriors. So Caleb Tate with the tackle.
3rd down 11.
Looks about 3rd down and 10 on the play. Warriors look over to the sideline. Oh, Jackson under center. Wide receiver on each side and 2 running backs in that backfield. Dropping out, rolling out to his left. Jackson in trouble. Has to step up in the pocket. He's going to slide feet first. And gets back to the line of scrimmage for a 4th down. Maybe lost a yard on that play. Nonetheless, it's 4th down, and the Warriors will have to punt this one away. So Cameron Brown back to punt, and Emmanuel Perry, also known by his teammates as EJ, is back to receive. So the snap. Brown gets it off. This one right to Emmanuel Perry, makes the catch at around the 12-yard line. Turning the corner on the left side. There is a flag down on the field as he gets taken down around the 20. We'll have to see what this flag does. Might be a block in the back, and it is. This penalty will back up Tampa Catholic. Well, that's 2 times the Warriors have had good drives that have resulted in no points. So the penalty is helmet to helmet. And so that's the end of the first quarter as time expires on the clock. So at the end of 1, the score stays the same as 0-0 between Steinbrenner and Tampa Catholic. We'll pause for just a couple of seconds, and we'll be right back. So we have 1 on time down because of the penalty. There's a keeper here for McCain. He's still on his feet. Finally gets taken down. No, that was not. Okay, that was D'Angelo Taylor on the handoff. Picks up a big gain for the 1st down. And now that's the end of the first quarter. So now it is the end of the first quarter. Teams will change sides, and we'll pause for just a couple. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter, 0-0. A scoreless game after 12 seconds. Back here at Warrior Field, the start of the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. It's a scoreless game. 1st down and 10 for the Crusaders. A handoff. And maybe a gain of a yard on that carry.
Tackle by number 16, T.J. Hubble.
And T.J. Hubble with the tackle. There's not much doing at that line of scrimmage. This Warrior defense has stood tall when they needed them to the most, this team, and came up big on that first drive of the game, a almost 50-yard play to get into the red zone, and then a huge turnover inside the 5. Scoreless game. Back to pass over the middle of the field and hits a receiver. That is the tight end, Austin White. And Jose Batista on the stop there, but not before they get the line to gain on a gain up to the 40-yard line. The first down and 10 for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. Starting to move the ball, because this Warrior defense really has not been on the field as long as Tampa Catholic would like. Here's a handoff to the right side, slipping a couple tackles for Andrew Ellis, but looks about a loss there of maybe about 3 yards on the play. And Ryan Bazzari coming up big with that stop for the Warriors. Second down and 12 for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders, who lost last week to Berkeley Prep. Warriors coming off a win against Riverview on the road. Warriors next week travel to Newsom, and then they have 2 straight home games to end the year. Handoff here, and he gets taken down in the backfield, a loss of a couple more. Ryan Bazzari on the tackle. And Matthew Durant also on that tackle.
Third down, 13.
But D'Angelo Taylor just could not go anywhere. And this Steinbrenner defense not having really any leeway except for that first play on the offensive side for Tampa Catholic in this game so far. Working from the gun, McCain back to pass, looking, he's in trouble, has to step up in the pocket, scramble. He's taken down in the backfield. Dropped for a sack. Ryan Bazzari. And that is a 4th down for the Crusaders, and Tampa Catholic just cannot really get anything going since that first offensive play where they were able to get inside the red zone. So Anthony Federico back to punt. And back to receive is Dion Silas, who we know is a playmaker for this team. Silas makes the catch back around the 32. Slips a tackle, goes backwards. Don't know if he wanted to do that. He's going to run the right sideline. And he gets back up towards the 40, but there comes a late flag on the far side of the field. And we'll see what this call is. It was a late flag, so we'll see what. They put the flag right at the middle of the field at the 30. So this is going to be a block in the back, it looks like, as they're starting to move them back. And it is a block in the back against the Warriors very late on the run. So 8:43 to play in the second quarter. A scoreless game between Steinbrenner High School and Tampa Catholic. It's going to be first down for the Warriors on their own 20. 80 yards to go to try to break a scoreless tie that's lasted almost a quarter and a half. Jackson working from the gun. 2 receivers on the right side, 1 to the left. The handoff here, but he's ripped up right away in the backfield. Dion Silas was met right away by Jaden Bethea, guy who has a lot of sacks this year. Bethea has 5 sacks this year. He's very familiar to breaking through the offensive line. Doesn't register one there as he hits the running back. But he's a guy that you got to be able to cover up and not let get into your offensive backfield. Chase Jackson working from the gun. They hand off on the sweep to the right side. It looked like it was just a pass forward, just a couple of yards. So it was to Jet Law. Still 3rd down and long here for the Warriors.
Third down, 14 for the Warriors. Looks like that.
Under 7.5 to play in the second quarter. 3rd down and long. Warriors about at the 16-yard line of their own. Aiden Bitter checks onto the field. He's on the right side. Jackson under center. 2 backs in the backfield. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Jackson back to pass. He's in trouble, and he gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Dropped for a sack. And Nigel Brown picking up his 5th sack of the season. An impressive player as he once again finds the quarterback and is able to seek and destroy. And finds him and takes him down and forces the Warriors to punt. Cameron Brown is in his own end zone, about 1 or 2 yards deep to receive this punt to kick it off. And the punt is up. It backs up. Emmanuel Perry, he breaks 1 tackle. He's on, and it finally gets taken down as he had found a little pathway inside the 40-yard line. And Grayson Linnell made the stop before any more damage could be done on that run as he already slipped a couple of tackles. So an official's timeout down on the field. It'll be 1st down and 10 with 6:19 to play. In the second quarter, a scoreless game, but Tampa Catholic starts off with the ball on the Warrior 40. We'll be back in just a minute. Deep pass on the right side falls incomplete as we welcome you back on a 1st down and 10. That pass, we'll see who it was intended for. Marcellus Crutchfield was the intended receiver on that right side. McCain testing the long ball there, was looking for a 40-yard touchdown pass. And so it'll be 2nd down and 10 on the 40 of the Warriors. Working from the gun is McCain. Running back to his left, it's a handoff to Andrew Ellis. He gets taken down in the backfield, but there's a late flag, 2 of them thrown down at the conclusion of the play. Ryan Bazzari on the tackle. Andrew Ellis just had nowhere to go, but we'll see where the flag is. It's a personal foul, face mask against the Warriors. And just when the Warriors had dialed up the right defensive play to meet Andrew Ellis in the backfield, there's a handoff or a face mask, and turns into a 1st down for Tampa Catholic after having some negative yardage on that play. And now Tampa Catholic is on the Warrior 30-yard line. or just inside the 30, looks about the 29. McCain works from the gun. Running back to his left, two receivers on each side. McCain in trouble, has to run up in the pocket and gets taken down by Mazzari.
Tackle made again, number 51 for the Warriors, Ryan Mazzari.
And Mazzari make the tackle after the quarterback keeper there. Looks like not really a gain of anything on that play.
Down 9 for the Crusaders.
And he maybe got a yard out of that. So 2nd down and 9 for Tampa Catholic inside the 30 of the Warriors. And a scoreless game, under 5.5 to play in the first half. Working from the gun, back to pass McCain, looking over the middle of the field, almost intercepted. Right into the numbers. And Austin White was the intended receiver. So Matthew Durant was on the coverage on that play and had that almost kind of unexpectedly. Football right in his numbers, just couldn't hang on, and would have brought the Warrior faithful to their feet tonight on the pink out night at Warrior Field. Looks like we got a new quarterback in here, and he botches the snap right away, working on to the right side, and he gets taken down in the backfield. That is Graham McDermott.
Tackle made again, number 51, Ryan Mazzari. That'll bring up
Ryan Mazzari on the tackle, and he's been all over this Crusader offense tonight. And so we'll see. Looks like we're about to have a punt. And it's going to be a field goal try here. And there is a timeout for the Crusaders before anything does happen, so we'll step away just for 30. We'll be right back here as it's a scoreless game, 4:42 to play, and a 4th down, possible field goal try upcoming for the Crusaders. Back here at Warrior Field, it's 4th down. They do have the offensive unit on the field, and McCain, they're going to go for it. Throw over the middle of the field is incomplete, overshooting the intended receiver, Andrew Ellis, who's normally a running back out of the backfield, and a turnover on downs. Jose Batista with that tight coverage for the Warriors, forcing the high throw, and the Warrior offense now back out onto the field. 4:37 to play in the second quarter. It's still a scoreless game. Warrior defense has done their part. The offense has had a couple of nice drives down the field, but just can't convert on those key 3rd and 4th downs. So 1st down and 10 for the Warriors on their own 32-yard line. Actually, it looks like on the 30. Jackson works from the gun, a handoff to Silas, and he just gets wrapped up right away, as if Tampa Catholic knew that play was coming. So a loss on that play. And it was Jaden Bethea on the tackle. The 6'1", 256-pound junior for the Tampa Catholic defense. And 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Under center is the quarterback, Jackson. There's a handoff on the sweep. And then just kind of ran up the middle once he got the football. And it was Aiden Bitter who got the handoff there. Just No real positive yards. Looks like he lost a yard on that play. Brings up 3rd down and long for the Warriors. Well, we've seen the Warriors work out of these jams before. They have had those nice passes over the middle of the field. We'll see what Coach Perez in this offensive unit dials up on a long 3rd down against this Tampa Catholic team. So Jackson under center, the quarterback for the Warriors. 2 backs in the backfield. There's a handoff here to Deion Silas. He's trying to work around that left corner and comes about 3-4 yards short of getting the line to gain for the 1st down. And so that will bring Cameron Brown to punt away for the Warriors. And now there's a flag on the field as it was thrown. So we'll see, and it looks like he'll just pick up that flag and tuck it back in the pocket. Oh, no, they're actually going to call this against Tampa Catholic. So now it brings up a 4th down and short from about a 4th down and 7 to about a 4th down and about 3. Doesn't look like it's going to change the minds of Coach Perez as they still are in Warriors' own territory. They do not want to give Tampa Catholic any momentum in this scoreless stalemate. So Emmanuel Perry back to receive. He's on his own 30-yard line. Cameron Brown to punt it away for the Warriors. A snap, the punt is off. This one's a high punt, nice. Pushing back Emmanuel Perry to about the 26-yard line. He gets taken down on a shoestring tackle. A beautiful play for the Warriors.
Grayson Linnell on that tackle for the Warriors.
And Grayson Linnell coming up with that shoestring tackle for the Warriors. 1:59 to play in the 1st half. A scoreless game, and if you're a fan of defense, you came to the right high school football game tonight on a whole matinee of selections. So it's 1st down for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. Under center, I believe that is Graham McDermott. A backup quarterback it is. A handoff to Andrew Ellis. Gets about 5 yards before getting taken down around the 40-yard line. Austin Brannon on the tackle there. Brings up a 2nd down and 5 for Tampa Catholic as we are approaching the 92nd mark of this 1st half. Man in motion from left to right, that's Austin White. Under center and dropping the snap. That's a couple times they've had trouble there. And it looks like the ball carrier was McDermott. The quarterback there on the keeper does not get the line to gain. And actually it's a fumble and the Warriors come away with the football. It was a huge pile, so we couldn't actually see who got it. Looked like it happened right before somebody went down. And it rules a fumble, and with 71 seconds to play in the 1st half, the Warriors have the football in Tampa Catholic territory. This is a drive that can define this game going into halftime and possibly carry over that momentum for the 2nd half if the Warriors can find a way to the end zone. Back pass, it's Jackson, throws right-handed, almost intercepted. Aiden Bitter was the intended receiver. And with 66 seconds to play, stops the clock. 2nd down. for the Warriors. Second down and 10 inside the 45 at about that 43-yard line. A packed house on the Steinbrenner side of the field as there's a screen over the right side. Incomplete. Actually, they rule it as a fumble down on the ground. It said that Silas had the football, went to go make a football move, and then lost the handle on it. It was recovered by the Warriors, so that's going to back up the Warriors now to a long down upcoming. And now a timeout for Tampa Catholic. With 53 seconds to go here in the first half, a scoreless game between the Steinbrenner Warriors and the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. We'll be right back. Back here at Warrior Field, third down and long. First time, Brenner, 53 seconds to play. And a handoff in the backfield now, working his way up across that Warrior logo to the 50-yard line. And it was Jacob Bluffstone on the carry. Brings up a fourth down, and the Warriors will have to punt away. They're coming away with a huge stop, but now the Tampa Catholic Crusaders taking a timeout. Tampa Catholic now out of timeouts. The Warriors still with 2. And with 46 seconds left, we'll pause. So now fourth down and long as we welcome you back to Warrior Field after the Tampa Catholic timeout. 46 seconds to play. In the first half, Cameron Brown with a high snap gets this punt away just before it's able to get blocked. And a catch by Emmanuel Perry around the 22-yard line and gets taken down after taking a couple of steps towards the right side of the field. Austin Brandon came away with a stop, and that'll put Tampa Catholic with only 35 seconds to play to try to turn something before this drive. Now the Warriors defer. They get the ball in the second half. With Tampa Catholic on the offense. Looks like McCain's back out there, the quarterback for Tampa Catholic. Now we got a whistle and a timeout by Steinbrenner with 35 seconds to play. That's their second timeout used at the half. They have one remaining. So we will pause for just a couple more, and we'll bring you the final 35 seconds of play here at Warrior Field on GSHS Sports. Well, first down and 10 for Tampa Catholic. Welcome you back for the final 35 seconds. Back to pass. McCain steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to take it on the quarterback keeper. Missed tackle as he dives out of bounds. Looks like he got the line to gain on that play. But we'll have to check. And yes, he just got to the line. The far official on the field says. So we'll get the first down for Tampa Catholic on the quarterback keeper. Looks a gain of exactly 10 yards there. And a first down for Tampa Catholic. They're on their own 30-yard line with 26 seconds to play. That was key getting out of bounds for Tampa Catholic. Otherwise, they would have lost probably about another 5 seconds or 10 seconds. A pass over to the left side. It's Bussey. He runs out of bounds shy of the 40. They'll mark him around the 38-yard line. Or actually 39, a yard short. So it'll be second down and 1 in these short passes in this 2-minute offense type drill. Now with 20 seconds left, Tampa Catholic approaching midfield. The only problem, they don't have any timeouts. Steinbrenner does have one. But working from the gun, it's McCain. Dylan McCain back on the field. Running back to the left, three wide receivers left side, one to the right. McCain back to pass, has time in the world as it finds an open receiver on the right side. And he finally gets taken down after doing a couple of basketball-type Euro steps trying to get around the defender, but gets taken down. And it was Marcellus Crutchfield with the big catch. So now 7 seconds left as the receiver got out of bounds, and then they snap and spike the ball to stop it with 5 seconds to go. He was still in bounds, so 5 seconds left. And we'll see what Tampa Catholic does here with a now second down and 10 on the Warrior 45-yard line. So 5 seconds left for the Warriors and Tampa Catholic here in the first half. One final play. Kane works from the gun. Running back, I believe that's Ellis to his left. 3 wide receivers left side, 2 to the right. That prevent defense. 5 seconds. A snap. 3-step drop. McCain looking. Throws deep over the middle of the field. And it is broken up. Almost intercepted. And that brings the end of the first half. An impressive showing for the Steinbrenner Warriors defense. The offense has continued to drive down the field. We'll pause for a couple and kind of go over this first half in an abbreviated halftime show. Again, a 0-0. No score at halftime. We'll be back in just a few. Back here for an abbreviated halftime show. As you can see in the chat, it says halftime 0-0 ties so far in this football game. And compared to last year, you look at some of these earlier games this season. Sarasota Riverview, a team that had put up a lot of points against the Warriors. It was a 14-7 game at home. Kind of seeing that same storyline building here against Tampa Catholic, a team that the Warriors lost on the road to last year by quite a big margin. This Warrior defense has stepped up this year. They have been very good. And, I mean, they've been great this game so far. Handling a Tampa Catholic team, yes, they're 3-2, but they have a lot of talented players, as do the Warriors. And so that makes for a very good matchup. And the Warriors have come out to play today against Tampa Catholic. When a lot of people, on paper at least, you would look in max preps, the ranking is higher for Tampa Catholic, but they have come out to play today. And this will be an interesting second half. Both teams got to stay locked and focused because one mistake can be the difference in this football game. The Tampa Catholic Crusaders, of course, receiving that first half kickoff. So the Steinbrenner Warriors deferred on the coin toss. They had won the coin toss, so the Warriors set to receive and can make a big statement, especially with a packed house tonight on the Warriors side against these Tampa Catholic Crusaders. And this would be a win that would have ripple effects throughout Hillsborough County. Although it is a non-district game for the Warriors, this can be a big win to help set up the rest of the 2018 season, Team 10 of Steinbrenner football. So that's going to do it for our abbreviated halftime show. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter in approximately 10 minutes. So make sure to keep tuned and listen in. And go Warriors. We'll be back. A scoreless tie for the start of the third quarter. Back here at Warrior Field, we're about to start off the third quarter of play. It's a scoreless tie between the Steinbrenner Warriors and the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. A tightly contested ball game at that. And the Warriors, they had a big deficit last year. They ended up on the wrong side of against Tampa Catholic. But this year, this defense has held its own in probably one of the best all-around games so far in terms of defense. The offensive side has driven the ball down, and this is a quality opponent they're doing this against as the Warriors are set to receive. They did defer the kick to the second half. It looks like Aiden Bitter and Deion Silas back to receive for the Steinbrenner Warriors. So the toe, it's a pigskin. It finds Aiden Bitter at the 5. Aiden Bitter takes it back over across the 25. He's still on his feet, works towards the left sideline, and then finally gets taken down around the 40. Just shy of that. Good return for Aiden Bitter to set up this Steinbrenner offense with pretty decent field position. It looks like about the 38-yard line, maybe 39. Anyway, it's first down and 10 for Steinbrenner. Now it looks like we might have a couple issues now in the field, clockwise, and got those figured out. So now, first down and 10 for the Warriors, just shy of their own 40. Chase Jackson, who's had an impressive day, poised from that quarterback position under center. Two receivers on the right side, one to the left. Handoff to Deion Silas. He gets about a yard before he's met up by pretty much the whole defensive unit from Tampa Catholic. So Silas gets about a yard up to the 40-yard line. Second down and 9. The Warriors look over to the sideline for their play call. 11:20 to play in the third quarter. A scoreless game at Warrior Field in Lutz, Florida. Jackson breaks the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. The offense is. And under center again, it's Jackson. Two backs in the backfield, two receivers on the right side, one to the left. This Warrior formation now in motion from right to left is Jet Law. Handoff. Deion Silas gets to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard after that. But this Tampa Catholic defense having some great reads on the Steinbrenner offensive play calling so far. It's third down and 8 on the 41-yard line for the Warriors. 10.5 to play in the third quarter. Warriors back up to the line of scrimmage. Under center, it's Chase Jackson. To the right side, two receivers and one on the left. Jackson does a swim move trying to evade a tackler and gets tackled in the backfield, dropped for a sack. And so that will bring up a fourth down as he gets back maybe a yard from the original line of scrimmage at the beginning of the fresh set of downs for the Warriors. So Connor Brown on to punt this one away. Cameron Brown going to punt this one away. Back to receive, it's D'Angelo Taylor and Emmanuel Perry.
Timeout, Tampa Catholic.
Now, there is a timeout for Tampa Catholic down on the field. So we will pause for 30, and we'll be back with the fourth down play upcoming for the Warriors. We're in a scoreless game, 9:41 to play in the third quarter. Cameron Brown, as we come out of the timeout for Tampa Catholic, set to punt this one away for the Warriors. Back to receive. There's two of them back there, and D'Angelo Taylor and Emmanuel Perry. And this punt is beautiful on the right side. Ends up bouncing out of bounds around the... Let's see where they're officially marked this one. It's inside the 30. And they continue to run inside the 25. So here come the Tampa Catholic Crusaders with a first down after the punt. And McCain back in there as the quarterback for the Crusaders. Got a running back on each side. Man in motion on the left side is Austin White. Two receivers to the right side. The handoff to Jalen Bussey, working on the left side, and he gets taken down before he can turn the corner near that left sideline. We'll see if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 40.
And it looks like maybe a yard loss on the play.
On the assist, number 66, Cole Martin.
Austin Brandon and Cole Martin on the tackle to take down a Bussey. Under 9 to play in the third quarter. Scoreless game. Second down and 10 for Tampa Catholic. Working from the gun, that is McCain. Two receivers each side. McCain with the quarterback keeper on the left side. Spins with a 360 to try to reach the line to gain, which he does for a first down. So Tampa Catholic, it's quarterback right there, Dylan McCain, able to take off out of the pocket and then throw in a John Elway spin before he reaches the line to gain. So it's a first down for Tampa Catholic. 8:30 to play in the third quarter. And again, the Crusaders come up ready. From the gun, it's McCain. Two receivers each side and a handoff here to Ellis. No, it's a quarterback keeper. It's McCain trying to work his way across the 40 and tries to avoid a tackler down on the field before falling forward. That's going to be a gain of about 6. Second down and 4 upcoming for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. Under 8 to play in a scoreless tie. Kane comes over from the sideline with the play call, relays it to the huddle. Warrior defense hoping for a big stop here. McCain from the gun, running back to his left. I believe that is, it's not Bussey, but he's going to take it himself. Works up, but there is a flag down on the field. He picks up a first down and more across the 50 to about the 48. Well, Markham actually at the 50-yard line, but there is a flag down on the field. And Ryan Bazzari on the tackle. So it's holding against Tampa Catholic. A break for the Warriors there after a big run. And it's going to be a replay of second down. Instead of second down and 4, you got second down and long for Tampa Catholic. Humid night in Lutz, Florida, on the campus of Steinbrenner High School, where we've got a defensive stalemate between the Crusaders of Tampa Catholic and the Warriors of Steinbrenner High School. Kane from the gun, back to pass, looking, throws. He's got a receiver, and he gets taken down, about a gain of a couple.
Number 48, Logan Kilburn.
And the senior linebacker, Logan Kilburn, making the tackle on the play. And it's still going to be a third down and long for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. They break the huddle.
Third down, about 17.
So third down and 17. 3 wide receivers right side, 2 to the left. Back to pass McCain. He slips a tackler and then decides to take off with his feet. He gets taken out of bounds, or at least pushed out of bounds on that left side. And Logan Kilburn back-to-back plays with a tackle, registering from that linebacking core for the Warriors.
We'll bring a fourth down for the Crusaders.
And so a big stop for the Warriors. 4th down and 10. Deion Silas back to receive this punt from Anthony Frederick. Well, the snap, the punt is off. This one's a high punt. Silas backing up after he takes the initial bounce and continues to take a Tampa Catholic roll inside the 25, close to the 20. It'll be about the 21-yard line. And so the Warriors set to take over with a 79-yard field to go. Still a scoreless game, 6:09 to play in the third quarter with the Warrior offense trying to get something going against this defense from Tampa Catholic. They've been able to drive the football, at least what it seems like to be better than how Tampa Catholic has worked against that Steinbrenner defense. However, it is still a tied game. And it looks like they have marked something off here to move the football up to the 35. The ball now on the 36-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Warriors. Jackson works from the gun. Deion Salas, the running back. And now we've got a whistle down on the field, and it's an official's timeout with 6:09 to play. A scoreless tie between Tampa Catholic and Steinbrenner. We'll be back in 30 here in the third quarter. Back here on the GSHS Sports Network, Warriors looking over the sideline as we come out of the officials' timeout. 6:09 to play and a scoreless tie. Deion Silas to the right of Chase Jackson in the backfield. Back to pass, Jackson looking, throwing left side. It's an easy interception. Caleb Tate coming back the other way, still on his feet, got one man to beat, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag down on the field. This might be coming back. We'll see what the call is, though, however. As of right now, it's a touchdown before the ruling. Oh, my goodness. We'll see what the flag is down on the field. So it was holding against Tampa Catholic. 5:57 to play. So it's still 0-0, but Tampa Catholic now threatening. That would have been a huge momentum shifter, and it still is with an interception, but a pick six erased off the board. The Warrior defense still can hold this offense. They hand off to Jalen Bussey, trying to slip a tackle. Jose Batista couldn't come up with it. And now finally gets taken down towards the left side, close to a first down. We get a number. But nonetheless, a first down. So Batista had a chance for the tackle. And Jalen Bussey, a elusive runner. If you're not able to wrap him up, he'll make you pay with a big gain. It's first down and 10. There's a pitch in the backfield. Now working on the right side towards the goal line. And diving for the pylon into the end zone. A touchdown for Jalen Bussey. And Tampa Catholic is able to get into the end zone and break a scoreless tie with 5:21 to play in the third quarter. Bussey was stopped once, twice, but stayed on his feet and was able to dive, get that football to cross the plane inside the pylon. And now on for the extra point here for Tampa Catholic. So here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's blocked. And oh boy, not a chance here for Steinbrenner, as they're able to block that. So a 6-0 game. Blocked PATs can come back to haunt you if you're Tampa Catholic. However, they hold the lead at the moment 6-0 over Steinbrenner. And now when we come back, we'll see when the Steinbrenner Warriors can do to counter that score. And Matthew Durrance with the block on that play. Coming up big. It's a scoreless, or 6-0, breaking a scoreless tie. Well, the missed PAT might come back to haunt Tampa Catholic. We'll keep it right here as we're about to get the kickoff from Tampa Catholic to Steinbrenner with Aiden Binner and Dion Silas back to receive. .5:21 to play. And about to have the kickoff. And here's the kick, a short one. This one's going to be caught by Jet Law at about the 28, and he gets pretty much nowhere, maybe a yard or two up to the 30-yard line. So Steinbrenner set to take over with a 70-yard field to gain. So first down and Hayden Carlson. Taking over as the new quarterback in this contest. Running back to his right is Dion Silas. Hand off to Silas. Spins a tackler. And he gets up to back to the line of scrimmage to the 30. Second down and 10 for the Warriors. Under 5 to play, 6-0 Tampa Catholic leads. Carlson, the junior, from the gun. Running back to the right, Dion Silas now in motion. Throw over the middle of the field, tried to lead a slant on the right side. And that is Jet Law, who was the intended receiver on that play. So it brings up third down and 10, and now the Warriors, although still a lot of time left in this game, want to at least extend this drive. Try to build some of that momentum back towards the offense for the Warriors and keep that Tampa Catholic defense on the field. Carlson works from the gun. Back to pass. He's in trouble. Dishes it off. Quick catch there by Jacob Bluffstone. He's able to get up past the 35. Or to the 35-yard line, that is. But there is an injured player down on the field. And it looks to be an injured Crusader back in the offensive backfield where the play started. So we will take a break during this injury timeout with 4:19 to play. 6-0 Tampa Catholic leads. So it's fourth down for the Warriors, and Cameron Brown to punt it away. Jet Law in motion. A snap. A punt is off. This one's a high, short punt. And it heads out of bounds on the Warriors side of the field around the 40. Let's see. Around the 46, 47. It's about the 47-yard line. So Tampa Catholic to take over, and the Steinbrenner defense is going to have to come up big with a stop here to keep this a one-score game. As we've seen this Steinbrenner defense do time and time again, didn't let up a score till the 5:21 mark here in the third quarter against a really good offense in the Crusaders. So first down and 10, the ball looks to be actually on the 44-yard line for the Crusaders. And Dylan McCain, the quarterback. And now we've got a whistle down on the field. It's a timeout for Tampa Catholic. So we're going to pause for 3:59 to play. Here in the third quarter, 6-0. The Crusaders of Tampa Catholic High School lead the Warriors of Steinbrenner. We'll be back in 30. First down and 10 for Tampa Catholic on the 44-yard line. Kane under center. They hand up here to the tailback. It's up to about the 40-yard line. And that's Andrew Ellis, who has the carry gain of about 5 on that play. He's actually about 4. And it'll be second down at about 6 with 3.5 approaching here in the third quarter. And the Crusaders back to the line of scrimmage. 2 backs in the backfield, 1 wide receiver on the right side, 1 to the left. McCain under center. And off to the second back in the backfield. It's close to the line to gain if he did not get it. And Andrew Ellis got that carry.
Number 5, Jose Batista.
And Jose Batista came up with the stop for the Warriors. And that's going to be enough for a first down as they move the chains. So it's a first down for Tampa Catholic. They're inside the 35 at the 34-yard line. McCain again under center. 2 backs in the backfield for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. Pitch in the backfield to the left side. It's D'Angelo. Taylor and Logan Kilburn came away with a tackle in that linebacking core for the Warriors. So 2.5 approaching. 6-0 Crusaders lead inside the 35. Second down in long. About 8 yards to get to the first down marker. McCain pitch to the left side or to the right side, breaking a tackle, and it's again D'Angelo Taylor on the carry. And Ryan Bazzari was all over this offense in the first half. Recording the stop there for the Steinbrenner Warriors. Third down and about 5. A big stop upcoming for Steinbrenner. So they want to try to force this team to punt. Get the ball back, at least still with a 1-score game. As 1:40 to play in the third quarter. Third down and 5. Under center, it's McCain. Hand off to Caleb Tate, and he's going to get taken down short. That's a big stop for the Steinbrenner Warriors. Currently down by 6.
Number 99, Desmond Mahmoudi.
And Desmond Mahmoudi with a big stop Big number 99 on that defense for the Warriors. So 4th down, and looks like the offense is going to stay out on the field for Tampa Catholic. Warriors looking for one more stop from this defensive unit. McCain working from the gun, running back to his right, back to pass, 3-step drop, throwing left side, and it's a catch, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown for Tampa Catholic. Wide open on that left side. He was able to break away from the defender. And the catch made by Marcellus Crutchfield, and that's the 2nd touchdown of the quarter for Tampa Catholic. So 42 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see if they're going to go for 2, and it looks like they will down on the field. Tampa Catholic trying to make this a 14-point game, and this is a huge stop for the Warriors if they can come up with this to keep this a 12-point game. Nonetheless, work to be done. Back to pass, McCain throws left side. As a receiver, he is stopped short, just short of that pylon, the line into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And so it was Andrew Ellis on the left side with that screen. Just could not get past the Warrior defense into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So it's 12-0 with 42 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Still a manageable game for the Warriors if they can get a score here on this next drive, which they have failed to do so far. Warrior defense held Tampa Catholic through 2.5 quarters of play. And the Tampa Catholic defense looking for 3 shutout quarters. 12-0 right now as the Crusaders are set to kick off. Back to receive Deion Silas and Aiden Bitter. Running up, and the toe hits the pigskin. This is a short kick to the right side, caught by Jet Law at about the 24. Trying to break free, and he gets tripped up at around the 33-yard line. And so the Warriors, pretty good field position to work with. Not too deep in their own end. 38 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter of play. And now the Warriors on offense here. Running up to the line of scrimmage, Hayden Carlson, 2nd consecutive drive back in there as quarterback after the start went to Chase Jackson. And now Chase Jackson coming into the field, so you have 2 quarterbacks on the field. Let's see what kind of trickery Perez has up his sleeve as it's Chase Jackson was in motion. Handoff to Silas. Was able to almost get away on that right side where the right hash marks would be. It's a gain of a couple yards. And the clock continues to tick down. Now to 20 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Carlson works from the gun. Silas to his left. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. 2nd down and about 7. Back to pass, throwing. It's a screen pass to left side for Deion Silas. Silas has got some speed, trying to cut back over the middle of the field. Continuing to make some plays here. And finally gets taken down inside the 40-yard line of Crusader territory. That is a playmaker right there, Deion Silas. And that brings an end to the 3rd quarter as zeros across the board. We head to the final quarter of play upcoming. Warriors have a chance here into Crusader territory. When we come back 12-0, we'll start the 4th quarter. First down for the Warriors and the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Throw to the right side. And a diving catch, Aiden Bitter. And they'll mark him just shy of the 20-yard line at the 21. Steinbrenner, a yard out from the red zone, which would be their first visit today. 11:54, and the clock continues to run. Looking over for the play call. Warriors a yard out from the red zone. Carlson working from the gun. Silas to his left. Two receivers on the left side, one to the right. A snap. Carlson back to pass looking. He's in trouble, and he's taken down for a sack. And a combination between looks to be Nigel Brown.
Michael Brown on the tackle. Carlson's older brother. Carlson's brother was a wide receiver. Dad was a former quarterback of the Bucs.
Back to pass Carlson, and that one is tipped up and incomplete. He threw it over the middle of the field. And Thompson Stevens was the intended receiver on that play. Brings up a third down and long. And this is a huge play for both sides. If you're Tampa Catholic, you want to come away with the stop here to preserve this 12-0 lead to the Warriors. So they're going to have to put on 10 seconds onto the clock. And now 10:43 on that clock, 12-0. Tampa Catholic leads. Big third down for Steinbrenner on offense. Carlson working from the gun. Silas to his right. Two receivers on the left side, one to the right. Back to pass, throwing middle of the field. It's tipped and incomplete. Bluffstone trying to dive to make that catch, and then it was almost intercepted. But it falls incomplete. It's fourth down with 10:40 to play in the fourth quarter.
Jordan on that tip ball. Did you say fourth down or not? Yeah. Okay. Still not thunder. Kill him. I'm a thunder student. Kill him.
So fourth down and long for the Warriors. And you have to keep the offense out there. With Carlson working from the gun. Receiver to the right side is Aiden Bitter. Two off to the far side on the left. Silas to his right. Back to pass. Carlson looking. Has to step up. Roll out of the pocket towards the right side. Throws it out of bounds. And that'll bring up a turnover on downs and Tampa Catholic to take over with 10.5 to play in the fourth quarter. So Tampa Catholic offense coming onto the field. And the Steinbrenner defense, which the last two times has allowed a score, now tasked with trying to put an end to that streak and regain that form that they had from the beginning of the game to the mid-third quarter. Under center, it's McCain. Man in motion, it's a handoff, reverse on the right side, and maybe a gain of about 3 or 4 on that play. It's Jordan English on the carry.
Stop made by the Warriors number 23, Matthew Durant.
Matthew Durant on the stop for the Warriors. And second down and 7 for Tampa Catholic. At the 10-minute mark left in this football game, it was scoreless up until the midpoint of the third quarter, in which Tampa Catholic has had 2 straight offensive drives in which have resulted in a touchdown, but no point after. And this was sniffed out right away on the handoff, taken down. behind the line of scrimmage, a loss.
Tackle made by number 24 for the Warriors, Garrett Cates.
And Garrett Cates with the tackle on the defense for the Warriors. It'll bring up third down and about 8 for Tampa Catholic, and this is a huge stop for the Warriors if they can convert on this. Back up to the line of scrimmage. The offense working from the gun now is McCain. He's got the running back the left side. 2 receivers on each side for the Crusaders. Trying to get the hard count to draw him offside, and the flag comes out. Yes, they did. And so the offsides, instead of a third down and long, a more manageable third down and about 4 for the Crusaders. 8:55 to go. Clock still running. Hand off over the middle of the field, breaking free on the right side. Still going for Tampa Catholic. Finally, it's taken down from behind. And that was Rafael Akichi with the carry. I believe that's his first carry of the night. $8:40 to play in regulation, and it's first down and 10 inside of Warrior territory for Tampa Catholic. And off to Akichi over the middle of the field. It's about a gain of about 5.
Number 27, Matt Danskin.
And Matt Danskin making the tackle. 27 on 27 on that play.
Bring up second down 5.
8 and change to play in the fourth quarter, 12-0. Tampa Catholic leads. The Steinbrenner defense trying to come up big one more time. Fake handoff. It's a quarterback keeper. McCain steps up, still got an opening, running towards the goal line, and he's almost in, but he gets chased out of bounds. If he's in the end zone, didn't see the hands go up. There is a flag down in the field. We'll have to see what the call is down on the field. Well, the officials convene towards the right side of the field inside the 10. And result of the touchdown after the play was a couple penalties against Steinbrenner. So it's a touchdown, and now going for the extra point. McCain with a long running touchdown, 18-0. Tampa Catholic leads with 7:56 to go in the fourth quarter. On for the extra point, the snap, the kick is up, and this one is good. Slips through the right upright, and it's 19-0 with 7:56 to play. Tampa Catholic leads the Steinbrenner Warriors. We'll pause for just a second. And we'll see the kickoff to the Steinbrenner Warriors to try to get something going here and around the middle of the fourth quarter. It's your home for GSHS Sports. So due to the flags after the kickoff, or that would be assessed on the kickoff's going to be on the Warriors' own 30-yard line. So it's on their own 30-yard line.
Ride home after the game.
So this will be a short kickoff. Haven't seen kickoff really from this spot, I don't think, ever. $19-0. The Tampa Catholic Crusaders lead, and it was really a good game up until around that, even after the first two scores, up until about the fourth quarter. 12-0 Tampa Catholic led, but it was 0-0 until the 5:21 mark of the third quarter. So it's a kickoff from the third. You have a 30-yard field to work with the kickoff. Kicking off of the Warriors' own 30 is Tampa Catholic. Let's see. They're ready to go on both sides. The snap running up, the toe hits the pigskin, and it's a squib to the left side. And the ball goes out of bounds, and there will be a flag. And that'll bring it up to the 35 for the Warriors. So it'll be just a 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down and 10, the ball on the 35-yard line. And now there's a flag down on the play. Too many players on the field against Tampa Catholic, and those are mistakes that you just can't have happen. Even though you do have a 19-point lead, just can't let that happen. You don't want to give any momentum to the other team, but Steinbrenner will gladly take those 5 yards. Like handoff back to pass. Carlson has to scramble. He's in trouble, and he gets thrown down in the backfield around the 30. Also about 5 back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be either at the 29 or the 34, 35-yard line. Tyler Burks came away with a tackle. And it's second down and 11 from their own 34 for the Warriors. From the gun is Carlson. Running back to his left is Silas. He's in motion. The left side now, Carlson takes it himself. He gets taken down in the backfield. And that is Nigel Brown. And if that, don't know if that would count as a sack. Did he get him behind the line? If it did, that'd be his second sack tonight.
Third down, 13.
That would be his 6th sack on the season. .6:45 and counting to go. Here in the final quarter of play, third down and long for the Warriors. Carlson back to pass, looking over the middle of the field. Incomplete and almost intercepted off of the tip over the middle of the field. So it's a turnover on downs, and Tampa Catholic to get the football in Steinbrenner Warrior territory. Or now it's fourth down.
You kept saying that. No,
It's a fourth down and long. So now to punt. Our apologies. But now it is fourth down and to punt away. That's Cameron Brown. The snap, the punt is up. This one's a high punt. Fairly deep. And bobbled by Emmanuel Perry. Did he regain possession? That's the question. And he did, but just muffing the punt there. So now we have an officials timeout with 6:24 to play in regulation. Tampa Catholic has had themselves a half here in the second half, putting up 19 points. We'll pause for just a minute here on the GSHS Sports Network. .624 to play, first down and 10 for Tampa Catholic. Under center, a handoff to the back in the backfield. It's about a yard on the gain, and that is Andrew Ellis with the carry, and he was taken down by Logan Kilburn, a senior linebacker for the Warriors. 6 minutes to play. So we've reached the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Second down and about 8, we'll call it. Working from the gun, that's McCain. Running back to his right. Now a receiver in motion, and they're going to hand it off to him, working on the right side. And he gets taken down, maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he lost a yard, at least from our vantage point up here.
Logan Kilburn get on the tackle.
And Logan Kilburn on the tackle for the Warriors. And it was Tim Young, a wide receiver, with the handoff. This will bring it about third down and 10. And with 5 and change remaining, time continues to wind down. Tampa Catholic back up to the line of scrimmage, and a huge stop coming up for the Warriors. Kane from the gun, 2 running backs on each side. Back to pass, he's in trouble, and slips a tackle in the backfield. Avoids a sack, then throws off his back foot, and it is incomplete.
Quit looking for a flag.
A receiver down the field was looking for a flag in Marcellus Crutchfield. It was broken up on the play. Incomplete, fourth down for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders, and back to return is Dion Silas. An incompletion stopping the clock at 4:48 to play, 19-0. The Crusaders lead the Warriors. A snap, the punt is off. About a medium punt. And this one's going to bounce in front of Dion Silas and be downed by the Crusaders. And at the 34-yard line, the Warriors will take over. .438 to play. So Hayden Carlson will come back out. The second quarterback the Warriors have Houston after the debut start for Chase Jackson. Working from the gun, that is Carlson. 3 wide receivers right side, 1 to the left. Back to pass, Carlson looks, hits Dion Silas at the line of scrimmage, and he works his way up about a gain of 4. Gets up to the 39-yard line for the Warriors. And about 4:20 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Second down, 5.
Hurry-up offense now for the Warriors as working from the gun, it's Carlson. Back to pass, but there is a flag down on the field. Dead ball foul. We'll see what the call is down on the field. And it's too many men on the field for the Tampa Catholic Crusaders. A costly mistake, those disciplinary issues. So now 4:05, approaching the 4-minute mark. Back to pass. Carlson throws left side, hits a receiver, working his way. That's Jet Law. Close to the first down marker. Looks like just about a yard short. Time continues to wind down. 3:50 to play in the fourth quarter. Second down and 2 for the Warriors. Inside Tampa Catholic territory. 3 wide receivers right side, 1 to the left. Carlson back to pass, throwing on a screen on the right side, and he's met up right away. And Jack Scher with his first reception of the evening. So the Warriors now faced with a third down and about 4. Jet Law in motion right to left. Back to pass. Carlson surveys the field. He has to run up out of the pocket. He's going to take it himself. Got himself a first down trying to turn the corner. And he gets down. Still in bounds, I believe. Just shy of the 40. That'll be about the 41-yard line. And a first down for the Steinbrenner Warriors, more importantly. And Carlson showing his ability to leave the pocket and use his legs as another weapon. Rolling out to the left side. Carlson throws, and that one's tapped incomplete. Looks like Jet Law was the intended receiver on that one. And it brings up second down and 10 with 2:41 to play. So 2:41 to play, 19-0. Tampa Catholic leads, and the Steinbrenner just trying to get one good drive out of this that results in a touchdown. They have been able to drive the ball down many times down the field, but just haven't been able to cap it off with points. Warriors looking to do so here late in the fourth quarter. Pass over the middle of the field, and that one is incomplete. It was intended for Dion Silas, who had to dive forward trying to get his arms under that football, but it's ruled that it hit the ground before it reached him. Incomplete. He wasn't able to haul that one in. So third down and 10. At the 41 of the Crusaders for the Warriors. 2:36 to play in regulation. The snap back to pass. Carlson looking, throws left side. He's got a man working his way around, and he's going to get just pushed right out of bounds. So it brings up fourth down. So it's fourth down. Back to pass, looking, stepping up, throwing off his back foot, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit a receiver along that left sideline was Carlson. It falls incomplete. It looked like Aiden Bitter was the intended receiver. And it's a turnover on downs as Tampa Catholic to take over with exactly 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And Tampa Catholic ready to go. Austin White in motion from left to right. Under center, it's McCain. And off to the back. And about a 3-yard, 4-yard gain. And that's Jordan English with the carry. So 1:40 to play. Regulation as time continues to tick down, approaching the 92nd mark left in regulation. White in motion again. Quarterback under center is McCain. And off. And about a gain of a couple yards on that one. And it was Jordan English again with the carry. And Austin Branning comes up with the tackle for the Warriors. Third down and approaching now 1 minute remaining. Last 60 seconds to play with a third down here for Tampa Catholic. Third down at about 5. around the 42, 43. Around that area, as we do not have the hash marks down on the field. Under center, it's McCain. Pitch to the right side, it's Jalen Bussey, who was a big factor in the first touchdown drive for Tampa Catholic. And Nick Testa coming away with the tackle. Oh, the final 15 seconds, and they're just going to shake hands down on the field as that's going to do it. Well, the final score, the Steinbrenner Warriors fall 19-0 to the Tampa Catholic Crusaders, and a valiant effort tonight. The scoreboard truly doesn't show what the real story of this game. The big picture in this game was how Steinbrenner was able to hold a very good Tampa Catholic team to a 0-0 score through the midpoint of the third quarter. The defense played majority well for this contest, just caught up to them in the end, but the offense was able to have many drives down the field. They just weren't able to capitalize. But some promising things from this game as we look forward to Newsome next week. For Steinbrenner football, we'll hopefully be out there broadcasting. Just check the GSHS YouTube channel, as we'll have all the action. We also have coach interviews on here as well, so make sure to check us out. GSHS Sports on YouTube. And we'll be broadcasting select events, including basketball season, boys and girls basketball, later. But first, we got football season. Again, the final score, 19-0. The Steinbrenner Warriors fall to Tampa Catholic Crusaders. I'm Matt Scher. Thank you for listening in. And God bless.